Court is back in session. The court is in session. Call number 23 CCCR 1622. Case of style of state of Texas versus Travis Jordan Van Pelt. Mr. Van Pelt, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Van Pelt, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Van Pelt, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Van Pelt, you may put your hand up. How are you doing, Mr. Van Pelt? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Van Pelt, you are represented in your case by your attorney John Macy. Attorney Macy, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
And Mr. Macy, what is your announcement? Mr. Macy, do you waive a record in Mr. Van Pelt's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is represented in this case by Attorney Hoffbar. Attorney Hoffbar, again, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. Thank
Mr. Van Pelt, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Travis Jordan Van Pelt, on or about June 12th of 2023, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of criminal mischief. Mr. Van Pelt, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Van Pelt, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Mr. Van Pelt, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty? Now, Mr. Van Pelt, I also have another document here. This document is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It's also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1. Mr. Van Pelt, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials on a line that's next to a box that's checked guilty. You place your initials on this document.
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, this document is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that is titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
I also have a document before me that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Van Pelt, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Van Pelt, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment, and State's Exhibit number 2, the probable cause affidavit. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibits 1 and 2 into evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection. State's Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted into evidence. Mr. Macy, you advising counsel state, you've advising counsel Mr. Van Pelt. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Van Pelt, your attorney, Mr. Macy, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided fully effective and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Van Pelt, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I would also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that your that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the court will take judicial notice of the probable cause affidavit that is in the court's file. State, do we have an offer in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the offer?
Exchange for plead guilty or no contest, state's recommending 100 days in Jefferson County Jail and court costs. Defendant has credit for 100 days, asks to be time served and the tax will retire the court cost.
Okay, Mr. Van Pelt, the state is offering that you serve 100 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you not be required to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 100 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you have already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. That simply means that you will not be required to pay the court costs because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it all. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Van Pelt, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
You think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
I do.
Mr. Van Pelt, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Van Pelt, this will conclude your case. If you do not have anything that's holding you in jail, you should be getting out of jail today. Now, Mr. Van Pelt, you're going to stand next to your attorney, follow the directions of our clerk, and once you finish following her directions, you can follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day. Okay, you have one bond forfeiture. Our court is in session and calls number 23-CCCR 1350. Case is filed State of Texas versus Sherry Dawn Jones. Sherry Jones was scheduled to be in court.
That can be excused. Or-
Yes,
Thank you.
you may be excused. Again, this is cause number 23-CCCR 1350. Case is filed in the State of Texas versus Sherry Dawn Jones. Sherry Jones was scheduled to be in court this morning on today's date of October 3rd of 2023. She was scheduled to be in court at 9 a.m. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Sherry Jones at the courthouse door. Sherry Jones did not answer. Sherry Jones has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 11:25 a.m. on today's date. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Sherry Jones at the courthouse door?
Gary Jones. Gary Jones.
Okay, Sherry Jones, his name was just called again at the courthouse door. Sherry Jones did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Ms. Jones an opportunity to appear in court. She has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion? That motion will be granted. Sherry Jones' bond will be forfeited, and a warrant shall be issued for her arrest in cause number 23-CCCR 1350. And this will conclude the calling of the court's arraignment docket. Court will be in recess till 1:30 for the court's trial docket. And just for the record, we have a visiting judge, Judge Martin, who's here on the number one case. And the other cases, if the number one case doesn't go, I'll be presiding over those cases.